about your next breakthrough. Your destiny is entangled in this truth. And until it is spoken, something in your future is paused. But if you open your heart now, the floodgates will open. You will understand things that confused you for years. You will receive a confirmation so clear, so divine, that every lie will shatter. Every delay will be broken. And your path will finally be clear. The heavens are roaring with this truth. The angels are watching to see what you do with this message. You have already felt the tug in your heart. Now feel the urgency in your soul. Do not ignore what is speaking to you now. You are not imagining it. You are being chosen in this moment to carry out a holy act of divine restoration. Your obedience in this moment will echo in eternity. You will stand at the edge of a miracle, or the edge of a mystery that will haunt you. The choice is now. The time is now. And this message is the door. Step through it. Do not let their last breath come without resolution. Let them speak. Let them be free. Let the truth live. You are the vessel. You are the one heaven is depending on. And you are not alone. Archangel Michael is with you. And God has already declared victory. Now, act. Believe. Receive. God says Archangel Michael is trying to talk to you. This message is not a coincidence. It was meant to find you today, exactly at this hour, exactly where you are sitting. Heaven is watching closely. There is a powerful urgency moving in the realm of spirit, and it is for you. You must not delay. Because someone connected to you, someone whose soul is in turmoil, is facing a moment they may not survive. This isn't meant to frighten you. It's meant to awaken you. Their life is hanging on a thread, and you are being summoned to understand what is still hidden. They have something to say. Something they've carried in silence. Something that could change the way you see everything. Archangel Michael has been sent by the Most High to make sure you receive this. If you ignore this message, it may be too late to ever know what they were going to confess. And if you don't act fast, you may carry the burden of never hearing their truth. There are tears in the spirit realm. This person's soul is screaming for help. They may not have told you, but they think about you constantly. They are overwhelmed with guilt, regret, and deep love, all at once. They are facing a breaking point, and there is something from their past that has haunted them for years. Archangel Michael says, this is not about punishment. This is about redemption. This is about healing something that has been broken for too long. You don't yet know the full weight of the secrets they carry, but it's time for them to be revealed. Time is running out. God is showing a vision. This person stood at the edge of their bed last night, trembling. They held something in their hand. A letter? A photograph? An old item that holds meaning for you? They wanted to reach out to you, but fear held them back. Michael says they were moments away from sending you something, either a message, an audio, or even a visit, but they hesitated. Now they are spiraling. Their heart knows they cannot leave this world without telling you the truth. But they're scared. Because what they want to say may shock you. It may change how you feel. But they know it will set you free too. Because you've been trapped, unknowingly, in this same energetic prison. God is not sending this message to break you. He's sending it to awaken you. To show you that the pain you've been feeling wasn't all your own, it was connected to this person. Their choices, their silence, their betrayal or distance, it all had reasons. Reasons they never had the courage to say out loud. But now their soul is screaming louder than their fear. They want you to hear what they couldn't say in life. Michael says they've been visited by angels in their dreams. They've been shown what could happen if they don't release this truth. And now, you're being summoned to listen, before the moment is lost forever. God is revealing that this person has written something for you, possibly a letter or recorded message. They have hidden it somewhere. In a drawer. In a journal. In a folder on their phone. Or perhaps with someone you both trust. They don't know how to give it to you. They're afraid it will destroy your peace. But God says, your peace is on the other side of this truth. There's something about a lie that was told. A cover-up. A conversation you were never meant to hear. But now, heaven is lifting the veil. Because the truth is no longer a threat, it is your rescue. Michael is pleading with you, don't delay. Don't scroll past this. Don't treat this as a message for someone else. No. This is for you. It has your name on it. Your soul knows it's true. You've been feeling the pull in your chest. You've had dreams about this person. You've had sudden memories come up out of nowhere. You've even caught yourself whispering their name without realizing it. That is not coincidence. That is divine convergence. Their life may end soon, and the spirit realm is trying to make sure you are not left in confusion. Because this is more than a goodbye, it's a spiritual reckoning. God is showing that this person once made a promise to you, either directly or silently. They may have said they'd protect you. Be with you forever. Or maybe they promised to always tell you the truth. But they broke that promise. And since then, your spirit has never fully rested. You've had nights where sleep wouldn't come. Days where your chest felt heavy for no reason. Flares of anger, sadness, confusion, without knowing why. You thought you were broken. But God says, you were just spiritually connected to someone who was hiding too much from you. Now is the time of revelation. This person could be a former lover, a family member, a friend, or someone who once shaped your life in profound ways. They've been silent, but their soul is begging for one last chance to release this. God says, their silence wasn't meant to punish you, it was fear. Fear of judgment. Fear of your reaction. But your soul is stronger now. You can handle it. In fact, you were chosen to handle it. There is something in their confession that will unlock healing in your bloodline. This goes beyond the physical. What they carry affects your family, your destiny, and possibly even your health. God says, when this truth is spoken, something generational will break. A curse. A pattern. A secret that has traveled down through time, passing pain from one soul to another. And now you are the one heaven chose to end it. Michael says this truth will come suddenly. In a dream. A voice message. A letter found by accident. A person arriving with news. Or even a final conversation that feels rushed or chaotic. Do not ignore it. That may be your only moment to receive the truth before they are gone. The clock is ticking. Archangel Michael is watching closely. He's been protecting you all this time, even when you didn't know. He saw what was hidden from you. And now he's holding open the veil for one moment of divine truth. This moment won't last forever. God says, forgive before you understand. Listen before you react. Receive before you judge. Because this soul is trembling. And you have the power to bring peace to both of you. There's also something shocking they know about someone else around you. Someone you trust. They've been holding this information back because they didn't want to turn you against them. But this hidden knowledge could explain things you've long questioned, why certain things happened, why certain people acted strange, why blessings were delayed. God says, this person wanted to protect you, but they did it in the wrong way. Now they know the cost of their silence. They know they've lost your trust, and possibly their place in your life. But they don't want to leave this world with that weight. Michael says, your kindness, your forgiveness, your listening ear, may be their last miracle on earth. Don't miss this moment. Don't harden your heart. You don't have to accept them back into your life. But you must allow the truth to come forward. This is not just for them. It's for your own peace, your own healing, your own release from confusion. God is bringing closure, but not the kind that comes from walking away. The kind that comes from understanding what was hidden. They may cry. You may cry. Heaven will weep with you. But on the other side of that weeping, a light will shine that you've never seen before. A freedom you didn't know existed. A peace that will settle into your soul like morning sunlight after a storm. God says, the truth is not here to destroy. It's here to cleanse. Archangel Michael is beside you now. He's watching your face as you read this. He knows the name that's coming to your heart. The one you're afraid to say. The one you miss, even when you try to forget them. He knows it's painful. But he says you are strong enough to handle what's coming. You were chosen for this truth. And heaven trusts you with it. The person's life may not be long. But their soul wants redemption. And you are the door they must pass through to find it. God says, be still and listen. The moment will come soon. Be ready. And when it arrives, don't run from it. Don't deny it. Receive it. Because this moment, this truth, is for you. And once you hear it, you will never be the same. This is your divine moment. Don't let it pass. God is with you. Michael is watching. The truth is rising. Now open your heart and listen. Archangel Michael is calling to you. He is not whispering this time. He is speaking with urgency, with divine thunder, and he is begging you to pause and listen. This is not a regular moment. This is not something casual. Something heavenly has been set into motion, and you must be part of it. This message is sacred, and it was sent only for you. Not for your neighbor. Not for your friend. Not for your sibling. For you. Heaven has been trying to reach you for days, and now, with tears in his voice, Archangel Michael says, someone you love is nearing the edge, and they are holding a truth that must be released. You cannot ignore this. Not this time. God speaks with love, but he speaks with power. He sees your heart, and he knows your pain. He knows that you've been pulled in 1,000 directions. He knows how tired your spirit feels. He knows you've wondered whether he's still speaking to you. Yes, he is. And right now, he is speaking louder than ever before. Someone close to you is holding on to something they must tell you, something they were never brave enough to admit until now. And yet, time is running out for them. Heaven says their soul is in a vulnerable place, and what they need to release to you will change your entire life forever. But you must open your heart and listen, not tomorrow, not later, but now. This is why the atmosphere has felt strange. This is why you've been feeling unsettled, emotional, as if something is trying to get through. That's not your imagination. That's your spirit trying to awaken. That is heaven sending signals to your soul. Archangel Michael has stood at the gates of your life, protecting you from unseen forces, blocking evil that tried to invade your peace. But this message, is different. This is not just protection. This is an invitation to divine awareness. You must know what this person is hiding before it's too late. Not because God wants you to be afraid, but because He loves you too much to let you remain in the dark. God says this person was never meant to carry this secret to the grave. But shame silenced them. Fear trapped them. Regret froze their tongue. And now, they are losing strength. They are trying to reach out, but don't know how. God is asking you to soften your spirit so that when the moment comes, when their heart breaks open in front of you, you will not judge them. You will not turn away. You will understand that what they've been holding back was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to set you free. The truth will be hard, yes, but it will be holy. And it will unlock something you have been praying for, perhaps without even realizing it. This is not a coincidence. It is divine timing. There are no accidents in God's plan. You are reading this now because the moment is near. Archangel Michael is pacing back and forth before the throne of God, pleading for your ears to be opened and your heart to stay soft. Because there will be a moment, a quiet one, unexpected, when this person will try to say something. And if you are not paying attention, you will miss it. That's what Michael is trying to prevent. He does not want this soul to leave the earth with that truth still buried. There is healing that must come through their confession. There is power in their words. There is a miracle waiting on the other side of this revelation. Do not run from this. Do not dismiss it. Something in your heart already knows who this person is. You have felt it for a while. Perhaps it was in the way they looked at you. Perhaps it was in the way they hesitated when speaking. Maybe it was in the way they pulled away when you got too close. They were trying to shield you. But shielding you turned into hiding from you. And now, the time has come. Heaven will not allow this silence to continue. Archangel Michael says your soul made a promise before you were born, to receive this truth, to hold space for it, to bring light into the darkness. And you are about to fulfill that promise. God says your compassion will be tested. But it will also be rewarded. This is not just about receiving information. This is about spiritual realignment. Once the truth is spoken, the heavens will open. Once the secret is revealed, the angels will rejoice. Because what has been locked up in pain will be released into peace. This person who is near their end, they are not evil. They are not cruel. They are human, broken in places no one ever saw. But they love you. In their own fragile way, they always have. And that's why this secret hurts them. They don't want to take it with them. But they are afraid that if they say it, you will stop loving them. God says you won't. God says your heart is purer than you know. Even when you think you're weak, heaven sees your strength. Even when you cry yourself to sleep, the angels record your tears as sacred prayers. You were chosen to hear this truth because only you can receive it without destruction. You have a grace that others don't. You have a softness that disarms fear. You were made for moments like this. This is why your spirit is so sensitive. This is why you can feel things others can't explain. That's not a flaw. That's divine design. You were made for this kind of spiritual surgery. You are a vessel for holy healing. Archangel Michael says this person has only days left, maybe less. That is not meant to scare you. It is meant to prepare you. This is not a punishment. This is a part of their journey, and a part of yours. Let your ears be sharp. Let your heart be open. Watch for signs in their words. Pay attention to their eyes. God will guide the moment. He will make it clear. You don't need to worry about saying the right thing. Just be present. Just be love. The truth will come, like a gentle breaking, and all you have to do is receive it. Heaven says the secret will explain so much. Why they acted the way they did. Why they pulled away. Why they never said what you needed to hear. The truth will hurt for a moment, but it will free you forever. And more than that, it will allow their soul to depart in peace. Because of your compassion, their final breath will not be filled with guilt. Because of your patience, their final moment will be filled with light. You will be the bridge between their silence and God's grace. You are more important in this divine plan than you know. God says you are safe. Nothing will harm you. You are divinely protected. Even when you feel like you're walking into emotional fire, know that the fire cannot consume what God has anointed. You are wrapped in angelic armor. You are surrounded by holy light. And the strength you think you lack is already inside you. Heaven put it there before you were born. You are not facing this alone. Archangel Michael is by your side. He has assigned other angels to guard your mind and calm your heart. You are protected, not just physically, but spiritually, emotionally, even in your dreams. And after this moment passes, after the truth is spoken and the tears are shed, there will be restoration. It may not come immediately, but it will come. God is promising you a peace that cannot be shaken. You will find meaning in the sorrow. You will find purpose in the pain. This is not the end of your story. This is a new beginning. This is the page turn you didn't expect. This is the breath before the breakthrough. And even if this person leaves the earth, their words will remain with you. They will echo in your soul. They will guide you in ways that no one else ever could. Something is being spoken from heaven, something that shakes the foundations of what you thought you understood. This is not a coincidence. This is not an accident. Archangel Michael has been trying to reach you in silence, in moments when you thought you were alone, in dreams you couldn't explain, in chills that ran through your spine when nothing visible moved. And now, the urgency has escalated, the time has collapsed, and there is something that cannot wait any longer. Archangel Michael is standing over you now, speaking your name, whispering it with the love of heaven, and commanding with the authority of God Himself, listen to this message before it's too late. There is someone whose life is close to the end. A person who has carried a secret for too long. A person who carries a truth inside them, buried like fire underneath skin, and it burns them. This truth concerns you. You do not know what they were about to confess, but God does. They have tried to tell you, but fear choked them. Time passed. Opportunity slipped away. But now, the sands in their hourglass are almost gone. Their soul is crying for release, for the chance to finally speak the truth that will change everything. God says this: the enemy has tried to silence them permanently before they speak to you. That is why Michael is fighting, intervening, sending this final call your way. You must know this. If this person dies with this secret still locked in their heart, something divine will be interrupted. A prophecy will collapse. A chain of miracles will be delayed. Your destiny will be interrupted. You will go on wondering, guessing, feeling that strange sensation that something important was missing, but you won't be able to name it. That is why Archangel Michael is now crying out, don't let this moment slip. Don't let this message pass you by. This person is hovering between realms. They are about to step through a doorway they cannot return from. But before they do, they are trying to reach you. Even now, as you read this, their spirit is pushing through the veil, their soul is trembling with urgency, their hands may be weak, their voice may be failing, but their heart is roaring in agony. They must tell you this before it's too late. God says, open your heart right now. Take a breath and ask yourself, who is it that has grown silent lately? Who do you feel in your spirit but haven't heard from in a long time? Who disappeared without explanation, yet you still think about them? Who is the person you dream of, but when you wake up, you push the thought aside? That's them. That's the one whose life is hanging by a divine thread. That's the one whose soul was assigned to deliver something to you, before the end. But now, they are surrounded. They are afraid. And they are searching for a way to tell you, even if their mouth cannot speak anymore. Archangel Michael says you must be still and listen, not with your ears, but with your soul. That's how this message will reach you. There is something that person never told you. It's not just about them, it's about you. You were deceived into thinking they betrayed you. But the truth is deeper, more painful, and more redemptive than you could ever imagine. They were silenced by someone else. Someone you still trust. Yes, God says this clearly now. Someone you think is innocent, someone you let close to your life, is the one who interfered and blocked that person from telling you the truth. They whispered lies about them. They poisoned your perception. They manipulated timing and twisted evidence. And they succeeded in separating you both, until now. But heaven has had enough. Archangel Michael's sword is drawn. The war for this truth is raging in the spirit realm, and your soul is the prize. What will you do now that God has opened this portal? This person who is nearing death is not just a random figure. Their life was tied to yours from the beginning. There's something sacred between you and them, a divine assignment, a contract sealed before birth. And that contract cannot be fulfilled until the truth is released. You were meant to walk alongside them through a sacred mission. But the delay, the betrayal, the confusion, it all shattered the timeline. But there is still a window. God has opened it now, right now, in this very moment. And Archangel Michael is standing in it, holding it open against demonic winds that are trying to slam it shut forever. You must choose to reach into this window before it's gone. God says, your intuition was never wrong about this person. You always felt that something deeper was there, something unfinished, unexplained, unresolved. You had moments when you felt them near you even though they were miles away. You sensed their pain. You heard your name in their silence. And now you know why. Their soul has been trying to speak to you long before this message ever reached you. And now they are in a place between life and death, light and shadow, and they are crying your name, not out loud, but through the vibration of time itself. And God heard it. Heaven responded. That's why this message has arrived. Archangel Michael says, they are still trying to reach you, even now. Look for the signs. There will be unusual movement around you in the next hours. The phone may ring once and stop. A bird may tap your window. A familiar scent may suddenly flood your space. These are not coincidences. These are messages. You must not ignore them. They are the last efforts of a soul trying to fulfill its final assignment. God says, if you ignore this, you will feel something in your spirit fall silent. A part of your soul will ache without explanation. But if you open your heart, pray, and ask for divine instruction, you will know what to do next. This truth they carry is something that affects your legacy. Yes, God says, it has to do with your inheritance, not just financial, but spiritual. There was something they were holding for you. A revelation. A piece of wisdom. A key to your next season. And now, it is burning in their soul. They don't want to take it to the grave. But they are running out of time. They are surrounded by forces trying to distract, delay, or completely end their journey before they can speak. That is why Archangel Michael is trying to reach you now with this warning. If you receive this message and act in faith, pray, reach out, open your spirit to receive, you will trigger a chain of divine events that will bring the truth into the light before their final breath. God says, don't second-guess this. You are not reading this by accident. The enemy will try to make you doubt, to brush it off, to think it's just a story or a feeling. But your soul knows better. There's a trembling happening inside you. That's the truth resonating. That's your soul waking up. That's the divine timing knocking. That's why you must act now. If this person leaves without saying what they must, you will be haunted by, what if, forever. But if you respond now, the miracle will happen. The truth will come. The blessing will be released. The prophecy will be fulfilled. There is something they saw, something they experienced, that you must know. It involves a person very close to you. Someone you never suspected. Someone whose hands are not as clean as they pretend. This person orchestrated confusion, made false accusations, and severed the bond between you and the one who now hovers at the edge of death. And heaven is done allowing this lie to stand. The veil is about to be torn. But it requires your awareness. Your participation. Your willingness to receive this truth, no matter how shocking it may be. You will receive a sign within 24 hours. It may come in a dream, a text, a strange message, a name that keeps repeating itself. When it comes, stop everything. Listen. Pray. Ask Archangel Michael to help you interpret. He will come. He will protect you. He will guide you to the next step. You must not delay. Delay is how the enemy wins. But urgency is the language of heaven right now. This person's soul is crying out for resolution. They know they are leaving soon. But they do not want to leave without setting this right. Without telling you what they held back for so long. Without finally freeing you both from the lie. God says, the person is not only about to pass, they are also being fought in the spirit realm. There is warfare over their soul because of the truth they carry. Your name is written in their final thoughts. They are holding on, trying to stay alive long enough to speak. And now, heaven is moving through you to complete the mission. You are part of this now. You have the power to call the truth forth. You have the power to unlock what has been buried. You have the power to restore what was almost destroyed. But you must believe. You must act. You must listen. Archangel Michael says this is not just about them, it's your obedience. Heaven will reward your mercy. Heaven will multiply your understanding. And in time, the pain will not sting the same. You will look back and say, that moment changed me. That moment healed generations. That moment was sacred. Because that's what this is. A sacred unfolding. A divine intersection. A holy release. God says you are not too late. You are not missing the moment. You are right on time. Everything is being orchestrated with precision. Even the message you're reading right now, it was timed perfectly. Heaven knew when you would open this. Heaven knew your heart would be ready. This is not a human coincidence. This is divine appointment. So trust. Let go of the fear. Breathe in the peace of heaven. And remember this, you are chosen for this. You are strong enough. You are gentle enough. You are wise enough. You are loved enough. You are covered. You are protected. You are never alone. Archangel Michael is with you. And so is the one who created you from the stars. The one who calls you by name. The one who says now, child, prepare. The truth is coming. Be ready to hold it. Archangel Michael is trying to reach you now, in this very moment, because something is happening that cannot be delayed any longer. You may not have realized it yet, but heaven has been trying to warn you. This isn't ordinary. This is not just another day. This is not just another message. This is urgent, and God Himself has dispatched Archangel Michael to speak directly to your soul. There is someone connected to your life whose time on earth is coming to an end. Their breath is fading. Their spirit is trying to hold on for just one more moment, just long enough to speak to you. But if you do not listen now, that final truth may be lost forever. Heaven is trembling with urgency. The angels have surrounded the realm between this world and the next, and Michael is standing with his sword not raised in battle, but in intercession. He is pleading for you to hear this. He is commanding the clouds of confusion and noise around you to clear, so this word can reach your heart. God says, this is not a joke. This is not a coincidence. There is something important someone needs to tell you before they leave this world. They have held on to it for too long. They have kept it buried, locked away in fear, shame, or pain. But their spirit is crying for release. It is crying for truth. And the truth is tied to your destiny. They cannot rest without saying this. They cannot leave in peace until this weight is lifted. It is about you. It involves your purpose. It involves the missing piece you've been searching for. You have felt incomplete, like something in your life has always been half finished, half lit, half explained. And now God says, the final puzzle piece is about to be handed to you. But you must open your heart. You must be ready to receive it. Because when the truth comes, it will change everything. It will not only explain the past, it will unlock your future. You are not reading this by chance. This message found you because the spirit realm has been instructed to awaken your awareness. Even now, you feel something stirring. Maybe it's your heartbeat. Maybe it's a pressure in your chest. Maybe it's a whisper in your soul. That is heaven calling. That is the presence of Michael, standing behind you, ready to guide you to what you must now see. This person, the one who carries the secret, the one whose time is almost up, has battled with this truth for years. They have written letters and torn them apart. They have spoken words only to choke on silence. They have tried to forget, but God would not let them. Because it was always meant to reach you. God sees you. God knows how deeply you've been wounded by half-truths and silence. God knows the damage that confusion can do. He knows the nights you've cried without even knowing exactly what you were crying for. The unanswered questions. The things people refuse to say. The love that never made sense. The betrayal that never had closure. The presence that felt close but always distant. And now, God says, that pain is coming to an end, not through forgetting, but through revelation. The one who carries the secret has waited for the right time. That time is now. But they are weak. They are at the edge. Their soul is flickering like a candle in the wind. If you wait too long to listen, the flame may go out. And the truth will disappear with it. Michael says, do not ignore this. You don't have days. You don't have hours. The divine clock is in seconds now. This is your moment to open your spirit and say, speak to me. I am ready. God wants you to know that you are safe. Even though this truth may shake you, it will not break you. Even though what's revealed may bring tears, it will also bring healing. You will not walk through this alone. Heaven is surrounding you like a blanket. God is beside you. His hand is steady on your shoulder. Michael is at your back, guarding your heart. The Holy Spirit is ready to whisper to you what others could not say. You will be carried through this. The person in question may be someone you love. Or someone you once loved. Someone you thought had disappeared from your life. Or someone who has been close but distant. They may have wronged you. Or they may have tried to protect you. They may have been the reason for your pain, or the witness to it. But the truth they carry is not about guilt or blame. It's about completion. It's about restoration. It's about setting something right in the final breath of time. God says, when you hear what they have to say, do not react in anger. Listen with grace. Listen with your soul. Let love be your anchor. Because even if the truth is hard, it is holy. It is necessary. You've prayed for answers, and now they are coming. You've asked for clarity, and now the fog is lifting. You may not like what you hear, but you will be free because of it. And freedom is the greatest gift I give, says the Lord. You will walk lighter. You will sleep deeper. You will breathe again. Archangel Michael says you must pay attention to the signs. You've been receiving dreams, feelings, sudden memories, unexpected encounters. Those are not random. Those are clues. The person who is about to speak may try one last time. They may call. They may write. They may send someone in their place. Be ready. Do not ignore the small knock on your soul. Do not silence the intuition. Heaven is speaking louder than ever, and your soul already knows what's coming. You have already felt it. You may have had visions, or sudden waves of emotion. You may have cried without understanding why, or suddenly remembered things you thought you'd forgotten. That is God softening your spirit, making room for what's about to come. He is preparing you. This message is your final preparation. Do not delay. Do not pretend this is for someone else. God says, this is for you. This is your appointment. This is your divine wake-up